for gritty people who are on the grind day in and day out. Be sure to subscribe and share with anyone who is striving and thriving every single day. Also follow Grit Daily on all socials at Grit Daily so that you can engage with the episode after and get incredible news and insight throughout the day.
It's Monday again. I don't know how it happens, but this day of the week seems to come around faster than any others. Not sure, but anyway, let's dive right in. It's Monday and we've got a whole week ahead of us. So what's the focus for this week in our Monday motivation? Well, with the holidays here, would you believe that 70% of people actually dread the holidays and would be willing to skip them? Simply because they add too much stress, too much anxiety, and the pressure to buy new gifts and pay for them, well, that's causing 69% of people to be, one step close of a stroke, simply because they're not sure how they're going to be able to afford all of the Christmas gifts. When we look back and look at the origins of Christmas, of course we know that it was a religious holiday originally intended to celebrate the birth of Christ. Well, it's since moved on, and even in the early 20th century, Christmas became a day of uniting family, where the practice of exchanging one special gift for each person that was in your inner circle became the secular holiday as we know it today. However, over the years, the holiday itself has just gotten, just out of control, totally commercialized, increasingly extravagant, where we've gotten to the point where it's perfectly normal to give your 7 or 8-year-old an iPhone 11. I mean, why not, right? But what we've forgotten is that it's not about the gift wrap. We want to practice Monday motivation with gratitude and grace and not greed. So what do we do? How do we take that pressure off? Well, think about giving the gift of light. Maybe this year is the year that you start some new traditions. We've almost got a new decade upon us, so why not? Perhaps that gift of light is going to be giving of yourself instead of giving something that you actually have to buy and pay for and stress over. Oh, should I get this? Should I get that? In the end, you're going to probably choose getting an Amazon gift card anyway. And how meaningful is that of a gift? So why don't you think about using your money and your time in a different way and sharing that gift of light? Here's the 3 tips that we're going to offer today on how to give the gift of light. Number 1, call someone that you haven't talked to in a while. This is the perfect time of year to reach out. Maybe there's someone in your life where a lot of time's gone by since you last talked or visited. I know that conversation might be a little awkward at first, but you can plan for it by jotting down a couple of points that you want to cover so that you can keep the conversation on track and prevent it from going sideways. Tip number 2, visit a local shelter. And it doesn't matter if you're going to go visit some of our furry friends in a shelter or homeless people who are in need of love and support, particularly during this time of year. Anybody who you visit in a shelter, furry or human, will be uplifted by your presence. Small efforts have big effects and a ripple effect. If everyone does something for someone in need, well, that's immeasurable. Tip number 3, spend time with a friend. All right, maybe you had a tiff. There's been some sort of falling out. Maybe some words were exchanged that you really didn't mean or maybe shouldn't have said. And now you've chosen to distance yourself from that friend because you've grown apart. Well, maybe it's time for a visit. Call them up. Ask to meet them for a coffee. Be there to listen, but set your boundaries and keep them focused on the things that are positive about the holidays so that you both feel enriched by the visit rather than depleted. All right, with that, it's Monday. Go get 'em, people. Have a fabulous week.